Well, Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
It is so nice to be here with all of you, to have all of our congregants, and we're also welcoming the group Toli, who are here. I can't remember exactly what it stands for, but they are training to be Holocaust educators across the state of Wisconsin, and they have been, and Texas and Illinois, okay. And they have been hard at work this past week studying, and they wanted to come have Shabbat services with us. So we welcome you. It's exciting to have you all here, and it's wonderful to be here to lead a summer service. So we will go ahead and get started on page 2 with Hine Matov Umanaim.
Hine Matov Umanaim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Umanaim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. We would love it if you would repeat after us. How good it is.
How good it is.
How sweet it is.
How sweet it is.
To be together on this day. How good it is.
How good it is.
How sweet it is.
How sweet it is.
To be together on this day. Hine Matov Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad.
We will read responsively at the bottom of page 2. Live each day to the fullest. Get the most from each hour, each day, and each age of your life. Then you can look forward with confidence and back without regret.
Be yourself, but be your best self. Dare to be different and to follow your own star. And don't be afraid to be happy.
Enjoy what is beautiful. Love with all your heart and soul. Believe that those you love you.
Forget what you have done for your friends and remember what they have done for you.
Disregard what the world owes you and concentrate on what you owe the world.
When you are faced with a decision, make that decision as wisely as possible and forget it. The moment of certainty never arises.
Blessed is the generation in which the old listen to the young.
And doubly blessed is the generation in which the young listen to the old.
And we'll continue with Lechado D. This is our prayer welcoming in the Sabbath bride, the Shabbat bride. So we will be singing verses 1, 5, and 9. And when we get to verse 9, we say Boi Chala, and we're welcoming in the Shabbat bride. So we will stand for that verse and turn to face the entrance of our sanctuary.
Lechado di, likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat, nikabla, Lechado di, likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat, nikabla, Lechado di, likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikabla. Lechado di, likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikabla. Lechado di, likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikabla. Hitoreri, kiva orech kumiori, uri shir deveri, kevod Adonai alayich nikla. Lechado di, likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat נקבלה, נקבלה, שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ולתפארת והתהילה. לך דודי, לקראת כלה, לקראת כלה, פני שבת, נקבלה, נקבלה. בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה. תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי, לקראת כלה, לקראת כלה, בני שבת, נקבלה, נקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת כלה, לקראת כלה, בני שבת, נקבלה, נקבלה.
You may be seated. And we will read responsively at the top of page 5. For the good in us which calls us to a better life, we give thanks.
For the strength to improve the world with our hearts, our hands, we give praise.
For the peace in us which leads us to work for peace, we are grateful.
For all these we give thanks to the Creator of life and nature.
And we'll continue with Chatzi Kaddish at the bottom of the page.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ביעלמא דברח חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בגלה, בגלה, ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך, לעלם ולעלמי עלמיה, יתברך, יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה, ללד מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דמירן בעלמא ואמרו amen.
We'll rise for the call to worship the Baruch Hu on page 6.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach.
And we'll continue together in the Hebrew with Ma'ariv, Aravim, thanking God for the wonders of creation, especially for bringing on the evening and arranging the stars in their course in the heaven. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim, bechokma poteach she'arim, uvitvuna meshane itim, umachalif et hazmanim, umsader et hakochavim, v'mishmerotehem barakia kirtono, Borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or, uma'avir yom umevi laila, uma'avdil ben yom uvein laila, Adonai tziva'ot shemo. El chai v'kayam, tamid yimloch aleinu le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim. And we'll continue with the reading at the top of page 8. We'll read responsively. One and only God, you have made each of us unique and formed us to be united in our family, in one family of life. Be with us, Eternal One, as we seek to unite our lives with your power and your love.
We proclaim now your oneness and our own hope for unity. We acclaim your creative power in the universe and in ourselves, the law that binds world to world and heart to heart.
We'll continue with the Shema, the watchword of our faith.
Shema, Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Vaed.
You may be seated. This evening for Ve'ahavta, we are going to do one that is a favorite for our religious school and some of our younger families. And if you know it, sing along. And if you don't, it's pretty easy. You'll catch on pretty quickly.
You shall love the Lord your God with all your soul and with all of your might. Hold on tight as you go, teach them what you know. Teach them as they grow. Teach them so they know. Teach them so they know.
I forgot to mention the most important part is that is Miss Wendy's Ve'ahavta. And since I hadn't mentioned it earlier at the beginning of our services, I just want to welcome Mark and Wendy Cohen, who are stepping in graciously for Cantor Perper for the next few weeks, and we're very excited to have them helping us lead services.
Thank you. Happy to be here with you.
So we will turn to page 10, and we'll read the second reading. High and exalted, great and awesome, God ever humbles the proud, raises the lowly, frees the imprisoned, redeems the afflicted, helps the oppressed, answering our people when we cry out. Praise to God Most High, blessed is God and deserving of blessing. In great joy, Moses, Miriam, and Israel responded with song to you, all of them proclaiming.
Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai. Mi kamocha netar ba'kodesh. Mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai. Mi kamocha netar ba'kodesh. Norah tehilot oseh. Norah tehilot oseh. Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed.
And we'll continue at the bottom of page 11 responsively. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth.
May all who struggle find rest on this day.
May all who suffer find solace.
May all who hurt find healing on this day.
May all who despair find purpose.
May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day.
And may this day fulfill its promise. We'll continue with Vishamru at the top of page 12.
Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam beni uvein b'nei Yisrael oti leolam leolam ki sheshet yamim ha'asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz uvayom hashevi shavat vayinafash.
And we rise in body and spirit for the tefillah on page 12, and we'll prepare ourselves for these important prayers with Adonai Sifatai.
Adonai Sifatai Tita Ufi Agit Tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise.
Baruch atah Adonai
Eloheinu,
Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu,
Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah.
Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanorah, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei Hakol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, U'mevii Geula Livnei Bneihem, Leman Shemo B'Ahava.
Melech Ozer u'Moshiach u'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh hakol atah Rav le'Hoshia, Mechalkel chayim b'chesed, Mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim, Somech noflim v'rofei cholim, Umatir asurim, Umkayem emunato, Yishenei afar, Michamocha al gevurot, Umido melach, Melech benit, Umchayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah v'chachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hakol.
Atah Kadosh
Shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom
Yahalu Hasela, Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh.
You may be seated. We'll read responsively on page 14. The last prayer we just read or just chanted was Atah Kadosh, you are holy, and these words that we're about to read are all about holiness and how we can find it within ourselves. There is holiness when we strive to be true to the best we know.
There is holiness when we are kind to someone who cannot possibly be of service to us.
There is holiness when we forget what divides us and remember what unites us.
There is holiness when we are willing to be laughed at for what we believe in.
There is holiness when we love truly, honestly, and unselfishly.
There is holiness when we remember the lonely and bring cheer into the dark corners.
There is holiness when we share our bread, ideas, and our enthusiasm.
There is holiness when we gather to pray to God, who gave us the power to pray. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech Adon, lechol hashalom. Ki ata hu melech Adon, lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. V'tov be'enecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael bechol eit uvechol shah bishlomecha. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam.
We turn our thoughts to those who are in need of our prayers for refuat hanefesh, refuat haguf, a healing of soul, a healing of body. Those in our community that we are thinking of who need our prayers this evening are Shandol Bat Frida Malka, Julie Borikoff, Margot Raz, Carol Dubin, Samsara Vizkaya, Sharon Rotman, Bob Radke, Lyle Rubel, Jean Bass, Alan Turner, Steve Toplinski, Myron Dvorkin, Esther Cohen, Lisa Furstad, Terry Finch, Harav Ilana Miriam Bat Chava, Faye Levin, Hachazan Sarah Rachel Bat Yocheved Alexander, Tia Barrett, Wendy Salzberg, Steve Plotkin, Kathy Peltz, Avram Ben Naftali, Emma and Max, Doug Cruz, Nadiva Sarah Batliba, Carol Rovner, David Goldstein, Marilyn Harmon, Chris St. Martin, Barry Bursack, Debbie Kelly, Susan Sack, Reza Tzvia Batshena Etta, Mary Frankowitz, Sophia Rubenstein, Ilana Himmelfarb, Charmaine Hayden, Wendy Wiviet, Sue Weller, Kate Wilson, Yochevet Bat Rundle V'chaim, Walter Shapiro, Otto Feller,